Hey, this is ShaRon, one of the two runaway old folks. And today I have a wonderful video for you. We took it in Maine. And in Maine this summer, we ended up spending 2 weeks camping in the same RV with my sister and brother-in-law. And the four of us plus their dog had a wonderful time. I wasn't looking forward to it, but we made it work and we had fun. We had really quality time with each other. One of the things I had a chance to do was I had a chance to cook moose for the very first time. I'd never touched moose. I'd never seen a moose up close and personal. But I take that back. Yes, I did one time on a motorcycle. But I thought it was a billboard. It was so big. Anyway, but we have some moose that someone gave us while we were there. So enjoy the video, and I hope you like it. Try some moose. The first step in making the spicy moose stir fry was to get some nice moose steaks. And I had round steaks. I had 2 round steaks. And I got these from a parishioner at the church where we worship on Sundays. They were really nice and fresh. We got there around the 25th, and these steaks had been cut, the moose had been butchered on about the 28th of July. I had to slice it really thin because the moose steak was so lean, and so that was going to be a challenge because I was working with cutlery that I was not familiar with. My sister does not like to cook, and she does not eat a lot of beef or steaks and things like that, so she didn't really have a knife to cut anything with, but we made it work. After I got everything cut up, put it all in a big bowl, and then got ready to add in the marinade. I ended up with about 2 pounds of cut up meat once I finished. Next, the marinade. Now this is going to be very spicy, so you can always eliminate the red pepper flakes if you don't want them. I used a 1/4 cup of soy sauce, about 3 tablespoons of honey, scallions, minced garlic, red peppers, and I have the recipe and the ingredients in the comments. If I had had this back in my RV, I had many more spices and things like that, but I think it turned out really great. If you have a bigger spoon, use a bigger spoon, but I didn't have one handy. Once we do that, next thing I'm going to do is cut up the scallions. And once the scallions are cut up, they're going to be added to the slices of moose. Mix that up, and once that gets tossed around a little bit, I'm going to cover it up and set it aside. It would be great if we could have marinated this overnight, but we were kind of strapped for space in the refrigerator because we had stuff from our RV plus what my sister already had in hers. Red pepper flakes are optional. I did not use as many as I probably would ordinarily because although my sister likes spicy stuff, she doesn't really like it as spicy as Hamp and I like it. Cover it up and then set it aside. But because the mousse was still partially frozen, I wanted it to completely thaw and get as close to room temperature as possible. Altogether, it sat for about 30 minutes. If we were going to marinate it overnight, of course, it would go in the refrigerator. Next, cutting up my stir-fried veggies. We had 2 shiitake mushrooms. And it doesn't take a lot of shiitakes. They have a strong flavor. I like the flavor, so it doesn't take a lot of shiitake mushrooms. Cut up my yellow onion. I used a medium yellow onion. And I sliced it rather than chop it. If you have red onion, you could use that, but we prefer either yellow or white onions. And finally, you can't have a really good stir fry without a nice green veggie. And so we use broccoli florets. It came out to about 2 pounds of broccoli florets. We had lots of scallions, so rather than have them just sit around in the refrigerator, we added them to the stir fry, and they added a nice flavor to the veggies we were using. They did not have to be cut up as small, so we left them longer. Now got all my stir fried veggies, the onions, the shiitake mushrooms, the scallions, and the broccoli, and the mousse has come to room temperature and we're ready to start frying. This is about 2 tablespoons of olive oil in the pan, nice and hot, probably like 350, 375. And you want it hot because you don't want the mousse to necessarily, you don't want it to steam. You really just want it to be nice and hot and get some brown on it if you could. After taking the mousse out, it was left with the juices. That's a lot of flavor in there with seasonings. So we put in our onions, scallions, and shiitake mushrooms. Stir fried those until the veggies became translucent. And then added in the broccoli. Oh, forgot about the chicken powder. This is the bouillon powder. You can use bouillon cubes or chicken powder or chicken paste, enough for 8 ounces of water, because we're going to add about 8 ounces of water to this. Put all the broccoli in there. And then add some water. I apologize, I forgot to show how I added the mousse in after I finished stir frying the vegetables and everything. Cover it up, let everything steam and get nice and done. Yum. Doesn't that look delicious?
Got any makeup on?
No. Okay, we have Sis and my husband get ready to taste bullwinkle. She's trying to get the smallest piece she can find.
I am.
Is there any water in the refrigerator?
Look at her. See? You dropped it down in the drawer.
No, there's. Yeah. No, there's not. No, there's not. What about the cooler? Should I check the cooler?
There's cooler. There's water in the cooler.
Water's in the cooler.
You gotta stand still and tell me. Okay.
Hey, there you go.
She don't like it. Look at her face. Okay, don't say anything. Let Hamp tell me. All right.
It's like beef. It's like beef.
You like it?
Mm-hmm. Just like beef.
Vermelle doesn't like beef, so you don't like it. Okay. Well, I'm gonna taste it next. Here. Show me. Alright, I'll get this piece right here. It's good. Mm-hmm. It's like beef. Tastes like chicken.
No.
No. Mm-hmm. Not gamey. Sure. Mm-hmm.
See, the mistake was you telling me that it was
Moose.
what it was. That was
She
moose.
can't get beyond eating bullwinkle. Hey, bullwinkle good. Where Rocky?
Bullwinkle, Ferdinand, it's all the same.
Okay.
No, Ferdinand was a bull.
I could show you more, 'cause baby you deserve some more, but still you're here and that's what I adore.